Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Easter time once again, and I've been racking my brain over what games I can think of that I enjoy, which I can somewhat tie to the festivities. So after a while of pondering what I could do a video on, I cast my mind to way back when I used to play games on the Amiga console, games which used to run on floppy disks, you know, these things. The save icon, a game which I found incredibly challenging when I was young, but still had a lot of affection for, about a little Kiwi trying to save his girlfriend and a group of his friends. A game by the name of The New Zealand Story. Now, The New Zealand Story was created by Taito in 1998 and ported to various consoles of the time by Ocean Software to the Commodore 64, Amiga, Amstrad, Atari, Master System, ZX Spectrum, Sega Mega Drive, PC, FM Towns, and up to now even the Virtual Console. However, the NES port was called Kiwi Craze. Blimey. We play as a little Kiwi known as Tiki, whose mates and lover, Fifi, get captured at the beginning of the game by a giant leopard seal. Look, no bullshit. We start off on the northern island of New Zealand, and our goal is to work our way to the south island to beat up Mr. Seal here and rescue our pals. To do this, we have to navigate 5 levels in 5 worlds, each set up as a platforming maze full of nasty enemies. And there's a plethora of enemies trying to put you in the ground. Ranging from floating teddy bears, hermit crabs, and penguins? Tiki can dispatch these enemies with a bow and arrow that he had. Look, this game is very off the wall. I mean, look at this guy. He's wearing sneakers, doing a load of Hawkeye shit like he's a member of the Avengers. What more do you want from me? Plus, a lot of the enemies use balloons, ducks, flying saucers and the like just to get around the map. I don't know what this is. You can hijack their mode of transportation or simply destroy them to gain the upper hand. And if you want to finish the levels quickly, you'll want to get your hands on these whenever you can. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. You can also find pickups for new weapons such as bombs, laser beams, magic tumbleweeds, I think. And we can also find pickups which freeze all enemies on screen, and enemies also drop fruit which are used to bulk up your score. Plus, you're going to need these abilities to get through the levels for 2 main reasons. 1. Tiki can only take 1 hit before losing a life. 1. Whether it's from bombs, arrows, spikes on the wall, spikes on the floor, or if you find any water sections, Tiki can also drown. Very quickly. Luckily though, when you lose a life, Tiki gets put back more or less in exactly the same spot, so you don't have to work your way back through the levels. Plus, look at his little snorkel. 2. Every level has a timer. You never see how much time. You never know how much it varies per level. But the game will harass you when your time is running out. And what happens when the time does run out? A weird red demon cat thing starts homing in on you for the kill. However, if you die, the timer resets, so it's not really a big deal if you have a stack of extra lives. But these are quite hard to find, and you're only awarded 1 every stage you clear. Luckily, I was competent enough to get through each of the 5 levels with barely any incident once I got the hang of things. And the goal of each level is to free a lone, chicky friend in a cage. And this also leads us to one of the most, interesting parts of the game. The boss fights. Oh, the boss fights. Right, so they're spaced out really weird when you look at the stages, but there's 4 in total. At the end of stage 1, we start with a large whale, made of stone? I guess? He's impervious to damage and shoots snowflakes at you. And then you have to wait till he gets close enough to swallow you, and then you shoot his insides up until he explodes. Bloody hell. Then a few levels later, we face off against a turtle made of marble or something, and he shoots inky bats from his mouth. Yep, bats. From a turtle. Made of marble. And third, we fight a giant doll statue of some sort, filled to the brim with missiles. God defend And then for the final battle we fight the sea leopard. He levitates using a balloon and flings bombs at Tiki. He's easy enough if you have a balloon or some such, but man, if you don't, good luck. Then when he's dead, you save Fifi and get treated to a very abrupt endgame slate explaining his motivation. Quote, "The Leopard King was selling kiwis in various places." And apparently he has a head for fashion.
Tiki went on a journey to help Fifi and the other kiwis out of the dangerous places. Well done.
Well, thanks I guess. So there we have the New Zealand story. Truly a strange game set at a time of peculiarity for the gaming genre. Now this series pretty much died out until a re-release was made on the Nintendo DS, but even so, this is seen more as a cult classic game than anything particularly successful. I mean, whenever I mention this game to people, their expression is usually something like... But I really love this game, even if it is difficult as hell to complete, and I think you guys out there should try and find an emulated copy, just so you can have an experience with this wacky title, because I think it's definitely a game that a lot of people could get a kick out of, even if they can't complete the whole thing. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys please have a happy Easter, enjoy your little holiday for a couple of days, and let's all remember the true meaning of the holiday spirit. Kiwis.